suggestion, we should head into Havdalah.
Did you get a mask from the thing they gave you?
Oh, you should get the speaker.
Come on.
Great for that.
Ellen, you look lovely.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. If we can put ourselves on mute, that'd be great. As we're going to begin our Purim festivities, but as the cantor mentioned, we can't begin Purim festivities without saying goodbye to Shabbat, which we do with the ritual of Havdalah. And so I'm going to let a few more people in, and then Cantor, if you want to take us away.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen yai lai ya la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai ya lai ya la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai lai ya lai ya la lai lai ya la lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim ya lai ya la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai ya la lai ya
I know I put the video.
la la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei me'orei ha'esh borei me'orei ha'esh ya lai ya la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai lai ya lai ya la lai lai ya la lai ya lai ya la 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 ya ya la 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai ya la lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol lai lai ya la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai ya lai la 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 ya lai ya la 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 ya la lai 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 ya la lai lai ya la lai Shavua Tov and Chag Sameach.
Shavua Tov, everybody.
On this festival of Purim, we come together for the official technological impairments that happen in the land of Shushan. Rabbi, you there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, there we go. The joys of tech, still a fun part of our Zoom experience. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody here to our Purim Spiel festivities. It is the tradition dating back to the Middle Ages to retell the story story of Purim in a funny, silly way as we learn about the courage, the bravery of Queen Esther and her uncle Mordecai as they thwart the villainous plans of the evil, wicked, he who shall not be named, the Voldemort of Judaism. And yes, so we're going to have a great time. It's going to be really a lot of fun. We have really a lot of wonderful sketches and skits and things to present to you this evening. So many congregants put in a lot of great work in helping to create this occasion. And we're going to start off with a little bit of a compilation of funny skits featuring so many of our congregants, members of our community. I hope that you all enjoy. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to de-spotlight. I think that would be helpful. And we will get going.
If you take an oriental rug and spin it around several times, does it become disoriented? Why is the time of day with the slowest traffic called rush hour?
A doctor was addressing a large audience in Tampa. The material we put in our stomachs is enough to have killed us long ago. Red meat is awful. Soft drinks corrode your stomach lining. Chinese food is loaded with MSG. High-fat diets can be disastrous. And none of us realizes the long-term harm caused by the germs in our drinking water. But there is one thing that is the most dangerous of all, and we all have, or all will eat it. Can anyone here tell me what food it is that causes the most grief and suffering for years after eating it? After several seconds of quiet, a 75-year-old man in the front row raised his hand and said, wedding cake.
Whatever happened to preparations A through G?
A neutron goes into a bar and asks the bartender, how much for a beer? The bartender replies, for you, no charge. Two atoms are walking down the street and they run into each other. One says to the other, are you all right? No, I lost an electron. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm positive.
If a pig loses its voice, is it disgruntled?
Hospital regulations require a wheelchair for patients being discharged. One day, while working as a student nurse, I found one elderly gentleman already dressed and sitting on the bed with a suitcase at his feet who insisted he didn't need my help to leave the hospital. After a chat about rules being rules, he reluctantly let me wheel him to the elevator. On the way down, I asked him if his wife was meeting him. I don't know, he said. She's still upstairs in the bathroom, changing out of her hospital.
3 old guys are walking out. First one says, windy, isn't it? Second one says, no, it's Thursday. Third one says, so am I, let's go get a beer.
Why is the man who invests all your money called a broker?
A guy goes to a psychiatrist. Doc, I keep having these alternating recurring dreams. First I'm a teepee, then I'm a wigwam, then I'm a teepee, then I'm a wigwam. It's driving me crazy. What's wrong with me? The doctor replies, it's very simple. You're too tense.
Why are they called apartments when they're all stuck together?
Shalom, everybody, and happy Purim. One of the most famous rituals involved in celebrating this holiday is wearing a costume, so I thought I'd start out in my mask. But enough of that. There's so many other fantastic rituals that help us celebrate the festival of Purim. We read the story of the Megillah, the scroll of Esther, and how Esther and Mordecai saved the Jewish people from a wicked adversary. We eat hamantashen and we give gifts to the poor. But one of my favorite traditions about this holiday is that when we hear the name of the bad guy, of the villain of the piece, we wave our groggers, we make a lot of noise, we boo, we drown out his name. It's a lot of fun, but in my house, sometimes this tradition gets taken to the extreme. Take a look for yourself. How about some healthy grapes? Boys, how about we stop watching TV? Kids, it's time to come inside for school.
Benji, it's time for bed.
Happy Purim from the Lobel family!
New primary care physician. After 2 visits and exhaustive lab tests, he said I was doing fairly well for my age. A little concerned about that comment, I couldn't resist asking him, do you think I'll live to be 80? He asked, well, do you smoke tobacco or drink beer or wine? Oh no, I replied. I've never done either. Then he asked, do you eat ribeye steaks and barbecue ribs? I said, no, I've heard all that red meat is very unhealthy. Do you spend a lot of time in the sun, like playing golf, sailing, ballooning, rock climbing? No, I don't, I said. He said, do you gamble, drive fast, or fool around sexually? Oh, no, I said. I've never done any of those things. He looked at me and then he said, then why do you want to live to be 80?
Why isn't there a mouse-flavored cat food? No.
Two boll weevils grew up in South Carolina. One went to Hollywood and became a famous actor. The other stayed behind in the cotton fields, never amounted to much. The second one naturally became known as the lesser of two weevils.
Someone asks you a penny for your thoughts. You put your 2 cents in. What happens to the other penny?
Mrs. Cohn came home from her sisterhood meeting at the synagogue. She was very excited and explained to her husband that the guest at the meeting had been a wonderful hypnotist. Mr. Cohn then mentioned that attendance was down at the Saturday services. Maybe they should hire the hypnotist to bring in a crowd. He talked it over with the rabbi who thought it was a terrific idea. After lots of publicizing, the synagogue was filled for the Sabbath service. The hypnotist withdrew a pocket watch. As the crowd observed, mesmerized, the hypnotist began, "Vach the vach, vach the vach." The congregants carefully observed, their eyes following the sway of the watch. "Vach the vach," the hypnotist continued. Then accidentally, the watch fell out of his hand. "Shit," he cried. It took them 3 weeks to clean up the synagogue.
A group of chess enthusiasts checked into a hotel and were standing in the lobby discussing their recent tournament victories. After about an hour, the manager came out of the office and asked them to disperse. But why, they asked as they moved on. Because, he said, I can't stand chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
It's a beautiful day here at Olympic Park. The Olympiads have been training for many, many hours, many, many days, culminating to right here, right now. Let's get right to our cast of athletes. First, we have Vivian, the silent assassin. Then we have Nina, the bull. Joan, she is known to do anything to win. Polly, the runner. And this guy. We start the day off with Vivian. It's a good one. Look how she rounds that corner. Like a pro. She lays her paper down. She grabs the meat. And weighs. Look at that. 1.17 pounds. We have Polly, the runner. Look at her go. She goes to the pan. She's sizing it up. She grabs the pounds of meat. What can it be? Oh, way over, way over. And here comes Nina, the bull. Look how she barrels in. She sizes the meat up like Ed Norton. She is really taking her time. Oh, close. Very close, but still not close enough. Here comes Joan. Look at the speed on this athlete. And oh my, it is a new world record. A new world record. Wait, this just in. It seems that judges have been going over the footage. Looks like there has been some sort of mishap, some sort of mischief, some sort of cheating. Can we go to the footage? Can we zoom in? Look at that, folks. Look at that. It is clearly pre-stacked. Clearly. Vivian is our new Olympic champion.
An elderly gentleman had serious hearing problems for a number of years. He went to the doctor, and the doctor had him fitted for hearing aids that increased his hearing to 100%. The gentleman then went back in a month, and the doctor said, "Your hearing is perfect. Your family must be really happy that you can hear again." And the gentleman replied, "Oh, I haven't told my family yet. I just sat around and listened to the conversations. I've changed my will 3 times."
Do Roman paramedics refer to IVs as 4 S's?
Mel, what do you want to eat?
If olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
A man was telling his neighbor, "I just bought a new hearing aid. It cost me $4,000, but it's a state of art. It's perfect." "Really?" answered the neighbor. "What kind is it?" The man said, $12.30.
A man walks into a shul with a dog. The shamus comes up to him and says, "Pardon me, this is a house of worship. You can't bring your dog in here." "What do you mean?" says the man. "This is a Jewish dog. Look." And the shamus looks carefully and sees that the same way that the St. Bernard carries a brandy barrel around his neck, and the dog has a tallis bag around his neck. "Rover," says the man. "David." "Woo," says the dog. Stands up on his hind legs, opens the tallis bag, takes out his kippah and puts it on his head. "Woof," says the dog. Stands on his hind legs, opens the tallis bag, takes out the tallis and puts it around his neck. "Woof," says the dog. Stands on his hind legs, opens the tallest bag, takes out the Siddur, and starts davening. That's fantastic, says the shamus. Absolutely amazing. Incredible. You should take him to Hollywood. Get him on television. Get him in the movies. He can make millions of dollars. You speak to him, says the man. He wants to be a dentist.
There was a tailor in London who had designed all the uniforms for World War I. When the war was over, the Queen decided she wanted to recognize and honor this tailor that had done such a great job. So they prepped him, and he showed up to be knighted. And he had been told that he needed to come up with a motto and to wear a nice suit, so he wore a perfect suit. And he thought about his motto. So when he showed up and she put the sword on his shoulder and then his head to knight him, and she said, "What is your motto?" And he said, "Ma nishtana halayla hazed mikol halilot." And the Queen said, "Why is this night different from all other nights?"
Talk of virus, forget these breathing fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My fabric will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let earstraps keep me near. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you. In sleep I hang so free, in dreams astray. No voice demanding me to block your spray. Tonight I need a break, need to unwind. The mask upon your face requests stay quarantined. Think of me fondly when COVID's gone for keeps. Remember me once in a while, those lines upon your cheeks. When you find that once again you're free to let your mouth and nose just be. If you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me.
There was a man who entered a local paper's pun contest. He sent in 10 different puns in the hope that at least one of the puns would win. Unfortunately, no pun intended.
A doctor made it his regular habit to stop off at the bar for a hazelnut daiquiri on his way home. The bartender knew it was his habit and would always have the drink waiting precisely at 5:03 p.m. One afternoon, as the end of the workday approached, the bartender was dismayed to find out he was out of hazelnut extract. Thinking quickly, he threw together a daiquiri made of hickory nuts and set it on the bar. The doctor came in at his regular time, took one sip of the drink, and exclaimed, "This isn't a hazelnut daiquiri." "No, I'm sorry," replied the bartender. It's a hickory daiquiri, doc."
Why are they called buildings when they're all finished? Shouldn't they be called built?
Why do croutons come in airtight packages? It's just stale bread to begin with. When dog food is new and better tasting, who tests it?
Two Eskimos sitting in a kayak were chilly, but when they lit a fire in the craft, it sank, proving once and for all that you can't have your kayak and eat it too. Ba-dum-bum.
Two elderly women were out driving in a large car. Both could barely see over the dashboard. As they were cruising along, they came to an intersection. The stoplight was red, but they just went on through. The woman in the passenger seat thought to herself, "I must be losing it. I could have sworn we just went through a red light." After a few more minutes, they came to another intersection, and the light was red again, and again they went right through it. This time, the woman in the passenger seat was almost sure that the light had been red, but was really concerned that she was losing it. She was getting nervous and decided to pay very close attention to the road and the next intersection to see what was going on. At the next intersection, sure enough, the light was definitely red, and they went right through it again. She turned to the other women and said, "Mildred, did you know we just ran 3 red lights in a row? You could have killed us." Mildred said, "Oh shit, am I driving?"
If lawyers are disbarred and clergy defrocked, doesn't it follow that electricians can be delighted, musicians denoted, cowboys deranged, models deposed, tree surgeons debarked, and dry cleaners depressed?
All right. Wow, those members here are really funny. It's been amazing getting to hear all of your humor. A big thank you to Rick Castell, who helped compile those jokes, as well as to Brian Walkler, who helped us with some of the editing. And I'm loved getting to work with this incredible team that has made Purim so exciting. So Leah Conway, Rick Castell, and Sandy Sunter, thank you so much for your co-directorship. It has been an honor and a pleasure to work with you. So many of you, oh, I see, you know what? I see some clapping. We actually have the if you're feeling lazy clapper. So if you got a WTBI Mishloach Manot, take out your clapper and let's give a hand to Leah and Rick and to Sandy. Thank you so much for all that you have done. But meanwhile, this WTBI Mishloach Manot has so many goodies, and now is the time when you are going to need them. So you are going to need your grogger, because there will be occasion for the name of Haman as we move on to our spiel. But before we move on to our spiel, this is our opportunity. It is an absolutely incredible to have a full screen of TBI members. I can have 49 people on my screen, and I have to be on 2 different screens. So if you are comfortable,
take this opportunity to show us yourself, because I want to have a group picture. And we are all going to find our inner characters of Purim. We're going to pose for the characters of Purim so that we might look back on this year and remember it, because yes, things are different, but the effort that went into this was incredible. And I never want to forget the opportunity to build this together with this community. So take yourselves off of hiding. And for this first one, we're going to find our inner beauty queen. We're going to be the Esther. So find your inner beauty queen, and we are going to take screenshots so that we have as many people in the TBI community as the inner beauty queen. So on the count of 3, inner beauty queen, 1, 2, 3. Oh, very nice. Okay, now I need you to dig deep. Rick, I feel like we need a few notes. How do you find your inner evil demon? Your evil Haman? What does that look like? Rick, give us an example of an evil face. Oh, all right. Find your inner Haman, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, and now here's our final one, because at the end of the day, this is a story about heroes. There's the hero in Mordecai, there's the hero in Esther. So I want you to find your most heroic pose. On the count of 3, your inner hero. 1, 2, 3. Yay. The time has come. I take us now to another time, another place, still in boxes, but pandemic in Persia.
Nope.
בימים ההם כשבט המלך אחשוורוש על כיסא מלכותו אשר בשושן הבירה.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the city of Shushan, the capital of the Persian Empire. Thousands of years ago, Persia was struck with a terrible plague, forcing everyone to stay in their homes. Oh, you think shipping times are bad now? Imagine what it was like back then trying to get PPE from China. But sit back, relax, grab a mask, and you should have plenty of those available by now, and enjoy our Purim story. We're going to begin with King Ahasuerus, who's the ruler of all Persia, who's been dealing with the pandemic by throwing this nonstop party for 6 months. Okay, so we're going to join him at his nearly endless party on Zoom now.
Hey, everybody. What a great party, right? I mean, I know we have to be in our own homes, but this party is hopping. Where are my ministers at? Bista, you having a good time?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. Very fun. Who knew you could have such a good time on Zoom for however long this thing has been going on?
6 months. We've been at it for 6 months. Same Zoom call. Amazing, right?
Yeah, right. But that's why my head hurts so much.
You know what? I think it's time for something different. We need some new blood in here. Get things bumping again. Let me send Vashti an invite and get her on. What's her email again? Oh yeah, Vashti at shushanpalace.edu.
My king, why is the palace an EDU?
Tax incentives. Technically, we're a university, a farm, and a Chuck E. Cheese franchise.
Hello, King. I just got your email.
Oh, good. Welcome to the party.
Uh-huh. You've been at this party for what, 6 months now? And it just occurred to you now to invite your wife?
Oh, come on, honey. Don't be like that in front of everybody. No one wants to hear you complain. All I want is some entertainment. Could you do a little song and dance and number maybe? Keep things moving around here.
Absolutely not.
I wasn't really asking. I'm the king. You obey. That's traditionally how it works.
Call me non-traditional.
Well, how about I call you never? Because you're done, over, kaput, finished as queen.
Ooh, sick burn.
Oh, well, good luck without me. Oh, and by the way, your party sucks. No one wants to be on Zoom for 6 months.
Well, the joke's on you. I don't care if people like my Zoom party. I'm the king, and I can do whatever I want.
ויעש המלך משתה גדול לכל שריו ועבדיו את משתה אסתר והנחה למדינות עשה ויתן משאת כיד המלך.
And so now the king finds himself without a queen and without any entertainment for the party.
Ugh, I need a new queen. This stinks.
Majesty, I have a suggestion.
Yeah?
Why don't we send word to all the maidens of the kingdom to join you on a Zoom meeting, and you can choose your queen that way?
Great. Fine. Send out an email blast to all kingdom mailing list, and let's get this over with. Why is it taking so long?
My apologies, Your Highness. The announcement gets caught in everyone's spam filter. The maidens are just now starting to come in.
Let's see what we got. Ugly, ugly, uglier. Yeesh. Oh, here's one that's okay looking. Hey, you. No, not you, the other one. Unmute and tell me a little bit about yourself. No, you're muted. I can't hear you. Click the microphone. At the bottom. No, the bottom. I can't. You have to click on the microphone. Never mind. Does anyone here know how to unmute themselves?
I do, Your Majesty.
And who are you?
My name is Esther, Your Highness.
Well, if you know how to unmute yourself on Zoom, then you probably also know how to do light bookkeeping, cook a banquet for hundreds of dignitaries, sew a complete outfit for me, convert lead into gold, and commune with the ghosts of my ancestors. You'll be a perfect queen.
Your Majesty, maybe that's overselling my qualifications just a tiny bit.
Ah, I'm good. I'm the king. I am always right.
So Esther became the queen of all Persia. Mazel tov.
וירא המן כי אין מרדכי קורא ומשתחווה לו וימלא המן חמא.
I need a nap. This has been absolutely exhausting. Can someone take over hosting duties for me? Hey, you, Heyman.
Yes, Your Highness?
I'm going to make you co-host while I lay down for a bit. Keep things running smoothly around here, okay? Don't do anything that I wouldn't do.
That really doesn't mean much to me. Oh, this is so exciting. Let's play a game. I want everyone to raise your hand if you have something you want to share with this group. Well, sorry, let me be more specific with you. Raise your hand if you would like to share something that you love. About me. Who's going to go first? One thing you love about me.
Oh, I have something. You're terrible.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Mordecai, the Jew. What do you love most about me?
What?
One thing you love about me. It's just a fun game while we're sitting here.
No.
What do you mean, no? That is what we are doing, sir.
Well, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. I meant I am not going to play in this stupid game. You're crazy.
Do you dare risk the king's wrath by refusing me?
You better believe it.
Oh, this is literally a law, you know. Okay? It's a law that you have to say something nice. You know how to do that. Compliment me, or I'll send the royal guard after you.
Yeah, just try it. One little coughing fit is going to send everybody running in the opposite direction.
How dare you say that to me? I'm the prime minister.
Oh, get over yourself. I'm out of here.
I can't believe he would speak to me this way.
Haman, how'd it go while I was napping?
Well, honestly, Your Majesty, it did not go well. It turns out there are some people in your kingdom who refuse to obey the law. We must do something about it.
Oh, must we?
My apologies, Your Highness. I didn't say that right. I wasn't implying that you should do any work. Heaven forbid. If you'd like, I'd be happy to take on the responsibility of finding these seedy characters and taking care of them myself.
Are you planning to murder them?
No, I was going to promise them better health insurance and then force the courts to deny any useful coverage. Yes, of course I'm planning on murdering them.
Okay, first, don't take that tone with me. Second of all, I kind of like the health insurance idea. Go take care of these people, whoever they are. I don't want to have to think about it.
If I had my way, you'd never think about anything at all.
You know, that sounds like a compliment, but I honestly can't tell what you're trying to say.
Oh, never mind.
So, Haman, hold on. To plan his revenge against Mordecai and the Jews of Persia. A decree was crafted and sent out to the corners of the kingdom that in 11 months' time, the people of Persia should rise up and destroy the Jews.
Vayavor Mordechai Vayas Kechol Asher Tzivta Alav Esther.
So uncertain what to do, Esther languishes in the palace. And then one day, Mordecai actually reaches out.
Hey, easy.
Hey, Mo. What's up?
Haman.
Boo.
Yeah, my Zoom account has been canceled. I'm basically a non-entity in Persia now. I think the Jews are being targeted.
What happened?
I don't know.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Mordecai?
He is a jerk, and you've got to stop him. Maybe call the king?
Not sure that'll happen.
You're the queen. You could do it.
The king won't return my messages. I've PM'd him on Facebook. I've tagged him on Instagram. I've sent him a Snapchat. I've even TikToked him.
Well, you better figure it out, or otherwise we're all dead.
Fine, I'll figure something out.
Vatomer Esther Im al hamelech tov. Yavo hamelech vehaman hayom el hamishte asher asiti lo.
The days pass as Esther crafts her plan to convince the king to stop Haman and save her people. She quickly runs into a problem, though, because the law states that no one can even speak to the king without him giving them permission first.
How do I get the king's attention without just talking to him? Let me think. Aha! Oh man, that hydrochloroquine stuff worked like a charm. I feel better already.
Did someone say hydroxychloroquine? I heard that cures anything. Why, I took some just last week to kill a virus I was dealing with.
Did that actually work?
No, my computer still won't turn on. Oh, Queen Esther, I didn't see you there. How have you been? I feel like it's been forever.
I know. It's so hard to keep track of time when you're stuck inside day after day.
I know just what you mean. Last month, I got lost looking for the bathroom in the east wing of the palace. Took me a week to find my way back.
Because of the pandemic?
No, I just got stuck in the closet and couldn't find the door. So, what's up? What you need?
Well, since it's been a long while since we've had a chance to hang out, I thought maybe we could have a virtual cocktail hour tonight.
Ooh, just you and me and a couple of screens?
Actually, I thought we could invite Haman too.
Oh, bummer. Well, I was going to have a cocktail or three anyway. Sure, tell Haman. I'll see you both tonight.
That night, Esther, Haman, and King Ahasuerus gather on Zoom just for a little nightcap. L'chaim.
And then I'm like, you weren't actually supposed to drink the bleach.
Oh, gosh.
Well, why, yes. How amusing to tell people to drink bleach. Really? Really funny. Your subjects actually listen to the things that you say.
I know, right?
My king, you are just so hilarious.
Yeah, so I am. Esther, this has been an absolutely lovely evening. You deserve a reward. What can I do for you? Anything. Half my kingdom if you want. Of course, it'll be the half with the ugly people.
All I ever ask is that we do this again tomorrow for another nightcap.
Sounds like a lovely idea, guys.
Vatomer Esther ish tsar ve'oyev Haman hara hazeh Haman niv'at milifnei hamelech ve'hamalka.
Esther exits the Zoom call and another day passes. But that evening, she joins together again with the king and Haman.
And I'm like, I didn't actually say the pandemic was a hoax. It was a joke. Oh man, I am hilarious.
I swear, you are the funniest man on the planet. I've literally never met anyone as funny as you, Your Highness.
Have you two been drinking this whole time?
Nah, not the whole time. I passed out for at least 20 minutes. To be fair, Haman was telling this boring story that just went on and on and on.
Oh, my king, you're such a kidder.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Esther, my queen, pour yourself a Cosmo and Join the fun.
Okay, one more time.
So, Heyman, dude, what evil schemes have you been up to?
Oh man, you're going to get such a kick out of this one. Remember how when the pandemic first hit and you couldn't find any yeast? And everyone was going crazy because they were stuck in their houses and they didn't have anything to do. And all they wanted to do was make this silly bread. I was stuck at home. I'd need to make loaves and loaves of bread. Terrible tasting bread that no one will like, I might add. Well, wait a minute. Where's all the yeast? That was me, dude. That was me. I bought all the yeast in the whole kingdom.
That is fun. All those frustrated peasants.
Wait, it gets better. I sold all the yeast back to the stores, but only after I warmed up every jar and packet so that the yeast was dead, murdered, killed, kaput. Millions of people rushed to buy yeast after it was all sold out for months, and only to discover that the yeast was dead.
You two are something else.
Oh, Queen Esther, you're so kind. I said it last night, and I'll say it again. What can I give you as a gift?
The only thing I ask is that you save me and rescue my people.
Why? Are they all using Google Hangouts during the quarantine? Only thing worse than that is WebEx.
What? No, someone is targeting my people for destruction. Someone is out to kill us.
Who would dare do such a thing?
Haman.
Wait, what? Did my audio cut out or something? I swear I must have heard something or missed a plot somewhere.
You targeted the Jews for destruction, and I'm Jewish.
Haman, how dare you plot to kill the queen without my permission?
I'm sorry, what?
That didn't come out exactly the way I meant it to.
We're going to come back to that remark later. The point is, I need you to stop Haman.
Okay. I'll stop Haman. Geez, what a kvetcher. Haman, as punishment for your crime, you are required to eat gefilte fish for breakfast every morning for the rest of your life.
What, fresh or canned?
Canned.
No!
Are you kidding me? That's not a punishment. He tried to kill me.
Oh, and you'll eat it in the dungeon. Be gone from my sight.
Thank you. And my cousin Mordecai had his Zoom account canceled because of Haman. Can you restore his access?
Make it so.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Mordecai, I need a new prime minister, and you're here. So congratulations. You're the new prime minister. I officially designate you co-host. Now let's all go and eat some hummintashen. I am starving.
And so Haman, whoa! The Jews of Persia were saved, and the holiday of Purim was created to celebrate Esther's glorious victory.
Purim Sameach.
Chag 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 Purim Sameach.
Hooray! Another round of applause for our fantastic cast and crew. What a wonderful, enjoyable Purim spiel that was. It's my pleasure to offer a few thank yous on this tremendous occasion. First, I want to thank you, Cantor Orangel, for all of your hard work putting together this program. Cantor, it is no easy task in a normal year to organize and perform a Purim spiel. But this year, how much the more so, was a little tricky. But as always, you would not be deterred from creating something amazing and meaningful for our community. Thank you for helping us celebrate Purim as it is meant to be, with laughter and with joy. Mazel tov to the Cantor! Yay! And now we're going to take a moment to spotlight some of our cast as well, because the Cantor had many partners in crime here to bring us to this very special moment. So a huge and well-deserved thank you to our spectacular Purim Spiel cast. First, we have Rick Castell. There's Rick. Yay! We have also...
Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. We enjoyed performing for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And now we have Eric Adler as King Achashverosh.
Nice
You're
job.
saying something.
Sorry. Thank you, everyone. I had a great time doing the spiel. It was wonderful. And thank Rick for directing.
Thank you, thank you. And now I'm going to try to find Sandy.
Sandy, I'm here. I'm here.
You're here.
Thank you.
We can't find you. Can you put it back over there?
Rabbi, if you make me a co-host, I can help you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. So the Cantor's going to help me spotlight some people.
I'm here.
I'm in the group.
With the Rose Waters.
The Rose Waters.
That's why.
Yay, Sandy. Yay.
Sandy. And there's Barbara Bachman coming right in.
Hi, all. Thank you for everything, Rick. Thank
Yay,
you,
Barbara.
We had
Barbara,
wonderful. We had a lot of fun. Rick's a rough taskmaster, but he made us do the right thing.
You deserved it.
And we have Ellen and Jeff Petracco.
Hey.
There they are.
We had a lot of fun.
They had a ton of fun. It was fun watching all of you. And we also have Leah Conaway, who also served along with Sandy and Rick as co-directors. So thank you to Leah, Sandy, and Rick for their directorial skills in putting this all together. Also not here with us this evening, but obviously was a very nice part of our program, was Denise Kirschbaum. So yay for Denise as well for her work putting us all together. We also want to send out a shout out and a note of thanks to Brian Lockler for all of his tremendous editing skills, helping us put these videos together, as well as to Pete Tanner for all of his production help. So we appreciate Brian and Pete for all their behind the scenes work. They always just did a tremendous job for TBI. And also, speaking of people who do a wonderful job for TBI, I want to take a moment to thank WTBI for putting together all of our Mishloach Manot bags, giving us an extra bit of sweetness during this joyous holiday. And so I got a lot of Hamantashen to get through. It's very exciting. And so Purim never ends as long as you have Hamantashen.
Right.
So we thank WTBI for that. And now let's have a few synagogue announcements to share. But before I do that, how about we just have one more round of applause for our entire cast, the Cantor, the crew, everyone who put this together, WTBI. So here's just a few brief announcements. Here at Temple B'nai Israel, plays are not only for Purim. Join us April 7th at 2 p.m. for Curtains Up, our new theater program, a Reader's Theater. It's in partnership with Sages. Our Reader's Theater will stage a brief scene by actors written by our own Cantor Orangel. Then the community is going to discuss the topics and then direct our players on interpreting and intoning the short play. And then afterwards, it'll be even a greater discussion. It's going to be an interactive sort of Zoom theater experience. It's going to be really, really cool. I encourage everyone to be there April 7th at 2 p.m., curtains up. Before that, on March 28th at 6 p.m., we have our second night Seder. We go from Chag to Chag, holiday to holiday, joy to joy. So we finish with Purim. We're already thinking about Passover. Got to eat all the hamantashen so we can get all the leaven out of our houses. So we have our second night Seder. We're going to retell the story of the Exodus from Egypt. It's one of our most cherished rituals. We're going to move from slavery to freedom during our time together and reflect on what freedom means today. We're going to read a little bit of the Haggadah. We're going to sing some really cherished songs and even throw in, I would guess, a few surprises along the way. It's going to be a fun and engaging evening. Finally, April 18th. It returns once again, our drive-through food festival coming back at you. It's going to be a really great time. People are working really hard to create this really wonderful event, which brings us all the delicious deli goodness that we enjoy so very much. And as we saw in our video today, we have our volunteers working. They're ready. They're training. They're ready to bring you pastrami and corned beef and all the delicious desserts that we know and love. Not to mention a little noodle kugel, a little stuffed cabbage. What can be bad? So please go to the temple website, the food festival website, and order your wonderful food, delicious deli food, as soon as you can. And then we'd love to see you when you drive through on the 18th of April. That's all I got vis-a-vis announcements. Cantor, any parting words?
Chag Purim Sameach. We've got a little exit music. Please stick around, throw your mask back on, and I hope you had a good laugh and a Chag Purim Sameach.
Excellent. So I will get us our traveling music.
A little traveling music, Sammy.
A little traveling music, please. Chag Purim Sameach, everybody.
Chag Purim Sameach.